So a coach's average time prior to using AI to assist in applying our framework was about 3 hours per client. Now it's about 10 minutes.
Wow.
It took a really good framework and distilled it down to a much more efficient process. And now you're able to get to the point way quicker with it. So with those type of applications where there's a proven framework, applying that in one-on-one situations to scenarios, like it's been fantastic. Well, like another example, our number one method for getting people to know you exist to hire you is borrowing other people's audiences. We call it BOPA. But finding the audiences to borrow is a bit of a sticking point. But we have a really good framework for it, but you got to like elbow grease a good bit. Now we use AI in that spot, and you can find 50 people in 30 minutes and even write the emails to send to them to get them to say yes, like a pretty efficient process now.
I think those are all really great examples. You gave three of them there. One I use a ton when I do marketing for my clients is
Mm.
let me just interview the founder, the top salesperson, the best client. If we collect these conversations, AI is really great at distilling that down to what is this offer? What are people really buying? Why is this important? Especially if you have enough data and context to feed it. It's pretty bad at guessing if you just go in and say, hey, write me an offer for
Yeah.
my business. I do this. But if you spend some time with a coach or somebody that knows how to
Mhm.
ask you the right questions, really powerful
Yeah.
stuff. The deep research too. I think it's all in the execution. The how can be bad if you just say, "Hey, go find me 10 podcasts to be on." It's going to pick Joe Rogan, Mel Robbins, and people like that. And you go, "Great!
Not
If I
super
could get on
helpful.
there, I would have." You've been on Entrepreneurs on Fire though with John Lee Dumas, so that's fun. If you can get those, great. But now, if you really know how to craft a good prompt, you can get a much better
Mhm.
list and attack that. That's great. And then, yeah, the email I think is the easy part. Like, help
Mhm.
me perfect my outreach and get it down to 5 sentences so somebody will
Yeah.
actually read it.
At the end of the day, people follow people they trust. That's just how we're wired. So I found like you're saying, if you're an amateur in a category, like here's an example. My next door neighbor has been a coder for 30 years, led a team of 30 people. It's now him and one junior guy, and they've replaced the entire team with AI, like completely.
Yeah.
They had 30 programmers. Now they have one and a half, and they do more output and more work, but they have a master skill level person running that. If you're a junior level person coming in, you would have no idea how to do 80% of the skill set needed to do that particular thing because it's not just about a prompt. It's really leadership on scale with machines instead of humans. It's fascinating. If you're
Totally
really good
agree.
at a thing, it can make you 10 times more effective and efficient and increase your impact radius as a result of it.
Yeah, I think there's something missing when people say human in the loop. You can't just throw any human into the loop anywhere in the process. It's
Mm.
got to be an expert strategist at the beginning, a really good proofer and fact checker at the
Yep.
end, and it's
Yep.
got to be somebody who knows where it's trying to go tactically to wrestle with the AI in the middle
Yeah.
to get the best output. Otherwise, it doesn't get there. But when you do, man, those
Mm.
results are impressive. Like you said, it's
It's a
10x. I'm seeing
new
even
tool.
greater than 10x results for a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So now let's switch to the growth tools.
Mm.
Tell me about what growth tools are and what do you think is working? Has anything changed since the advent of AI in your world as far as how you attract people at the top of the funnel, move them through and close them at the bottom?
There's three fundamentals needed to close a sale. And this is, I think it's actually impossible for it to ever go away. The tools and mechanics will change, but people have to know you exist. Then they have to trust you. And the higher the price point, the more trust needed. And then you have to put a coherent offer in front of them that solves a real problem in their life, like a top five problem in their life. If you do those three things, you get customers. It's only a question of like, all right, in the current market, based on the current desires and the current problems people have and the current tools that exist, how am I going to get eyeballs? How am I going to get hearts? And then how can I get wallets? Like those are just the three questions. There's not other ones. So one thing I've noticed is people's desire for self-serve DIY information products has gone down
Mm,
because they can self-serve more efficiently with ChatGPT. It's just easier
correct.
to do. Now, the advice isn't as calibrated because it's the average of all human knowledge. It's not a specific opinionated approach to a thing. So it's less satisfactory. Would you rather go by Amy Porterfield's course on making courses, or would you rather have a dialogue with ChatGPT? It's kind of like I don't actually know right now. If we get better, like we don't do DIY products, that their success rates are just too low. We just do guided stuff, just coaching specifically. But if I was selling a DIY product, you just have to heavily AI it right now because that tool set is more efficient at getting the information out that I need in the moment. Now, its effective rate is not higher, but the desire right now with AI is so high and it's such a brand new tool that might be one of the top 5 coolest tools humans have ever made. It could be number 1.
Yeah.
You get like fire, the will, numbers, and AI. Like it's like that level of an item. So it's breaking categories.